전 세계 범죄자들 싹쓸이할 기세.
능력은 최고잖아.
원샷.
낮에 하죠?
낮에 하는 게 전략적으로 낫겠어?
애들 들어가야죠.
제가 할게요. 가장 환희의 날이 오늘 제삿날이 될 수 있게.
월급이라 봐야 짓거리만 할 건 벌써부터 유세면.
우리 중에서도
금방울도 일로 와.
됐어요.
엄마 어디 갔는데?
엄마 일하러 갔지.
이 사람 나한테 귀한 내 아내예요. 그러니까 두 번 다시 내 아내, 가족 함부로 대하지 말아주세요.
남편이란 치트키가 있었네.
어머니, 킹피셔님이 며느리도 되셨구나.
기자입니다. 이거 단순 사고입니까? 아니면 혹시 타살입니까?
어떻게 킹피셔 저격 대상들만 집어내세요?
너 요새도 킹피셔한테 물 먹고 댕기냐?
착한 재수 씨랑 예쁜 유리만 지킬 거야. 너는 빼고 이 새끼야.
대한민국에서 총기 살인 사건이 일어났는데 쉬쉬한다고 덮어집니까?
잡을 수 있어 없어?
수사해보겠습니다.
반갑다.
엄마는 무슨 일해?
세상이 필요한
파고드는 뉴스 나투데이 권태성.
Welcome back to Kdramas Decoded, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode of your favorite K-drama. Episode 1 opens on Christmas Day in 2011. While the rest of South Korea is celebrating the holidays, one young girl spends the day completely alone. We soon learn that she has lived without her father for the past 7 years after he was sent to prison, leaving her to fend for herself. As she walks through a Christmas market, a mysterious woman briefly approaches her before disappearing into the crowd. The encounter seems insignificant at first, but it quickly becomes clear that it is anything but. Later that day, the girl's father finally returns home after serving his prison sentence. At first, the reunion feels emotional. He apologizes for abandoning her and says he deeply regrets everything that happened. For a brief moment, it looks like he genuinely wants to make amends. But the atmosphere changes in an instant. His expression turns cold, and he suddenly lunges toward his own daughter. He admits that years ago he should have killed her alongside her mother. Terrified, the young girl desperately struggles to escape as her father continues trying to murder her. Just when it seems she has no chance of surviving, a single sniper bullet tears through the room. Her father is killed instantly. The mysterious sniper responsible is known only by the codename Kingfisher, an assassin whose identity has remained a complete mystery. Kingfisher has developed a reputation for eliminating people who deserve punishment and then disappearing without leaving any trace. The audience then realizes that the woman from the Christmas market was actually Bona herself. Before everything happened, she quietly offered the girl a Christmas present, the chance to finally be free of her abusive father forever. After the shooting, the girl slowly climbs onto the rooftop where the sniper had been waiting. Written in the fresh snow are the words, "Merry Christmas." Overwhelmed by everything that has happened, she breaks down in tears. The story then jumps forward 15 years to the present day. Instead of an elite assassin, we're introduced to what appears to be an ordinary housewife. Bona wakes up in a warm family home alongside her adorable young daughter, Kwon-yul. Her husband, Tae-seong, is an investigative reporter, and together they seem like a perfectly normal, loving family. They've been married for 5 years, and it's obvious that they genuinely care for one another. Their morning routine is filled with playful conversations and parenting responsibilities as they prepare Yul for the day ahead. But today is especially important for Bona. After spending the last 3 years on maternity leave raising her daughter, she's finally returning to work for the first time. Although she acts confident, she's understandably nervous after being away for so long. Before heading to the office, Bona meets several mothers from Yul's school for coffee. During these everyday conversations, tiny hints begin to appear that Bona isn't as ordinary as everyone believes. When another customer nearly causes an accident while driving, Bona instinctively reacts with remarkable awareness. Later inside the cafe, her lightning-fast reflexes surprise everyone around her. The moments pass quickly, but they're enough to suggest she possesses skills far beyond those of an average office worker. The other mothers ask where she works, but Bona avoids giving away too much information. She simply says she works for a small company. During the conversation, Bona receives a phone call from her mother-in-law, whom she affectionately calls Mom. The women immediately begin gossiping after she leaves, assuming that perhaps Bona has gone back to work because the family is struggling financially. Of course, they couldn't be more wrong. Bona then visits Tiseong Chicken, the fried chicken restaurant owned and operated by her husband's family. She immediately joins in helping with the work, preparing ingredients and serving customers as though she's always been part of the business. While working, an important conversation takes place. Nearby businesses have recently had their rent increased dramatically after the building owner tripled their payments. Surprisingly, Tiseong's family restaurant hasn't experienced any increase at all. Nobody really understands why they've been spared, but they're grateful for the unexpected kindness. While preparing food, Bona demonstrates incredible knife skills that seem almost too professional for someone simply helping in a restaurant. Her mother-in-law and sister-in-law quietly discuss how unusual Bona is. They explain that Bona grew up as an orphan, so she never had parents to teach her ordinary life skills. Instead, she had to build her own life from scratch, making her independent and different from everyone else. Later, Bona stops by a supermarket, where she witnesses a male customer sexually harassing one of the female employees. Without creating a scene, she quickly steps in and effortlessly deals with the situation, once again displaying impressive reflexes and confidence. Afterward, she returns home to prepare dinner for the family. Meanwhile, Tiseong is working on a major investigation involving Musin nightclub. He sends Bona a message apologizing because he won't be able to make it home in time for the special dinner celebrating her return to work. Although Bona replies that it's okay, she's clearly disappointed. At the nightclub, Tiseong secretly follows a dangerous gangster named Mr. Bay. Unfortunately, he isn't exactly subtle, making it obvious that someone is watching. As the night continues, Tiseong prepares to leave after missing the final train home. Suddenly, the vehicle carrying Mr. Bay explodes into flames. The explosion kills Mr. Bay instantly. Watching from a distant cliff is a mysterious figure who quietly says, "Rest in peace. I can't tell you to be reborn." The identity of the killer remains unknown. The following morning, Bona officially returns to work. She arrives at a large company called Durumi Electronics, gets ready for the day, and walks confidently into the office. Her coworkers happily welcome her back after such a long absence. We're introduced to Kai Youngdo, who has become the new assistant manager, Yi Sol, a new employee still learning the ropes, and manager Go. Then comes one of the episode's biggest surprises. Bona isn't an ordinary employee at all. She's actually the director of the entire department. Everyone clearly respects her leadership despite her years away. Soon after, we're introduced to Kim Bongpal, a senior figure within the company who appears friendly and relaxed. At first glance, everything about the workplace seems perfectly normal. Meanwhile, Tiseong continues investigating Mr. Bay's death. Police question why he happened to be following the gangster before the explosion. Tiseong explains that he had received information about a dangerous new drug entering Musin's nightlife scene. Mr. Bay, whose real name is Bae Do-hyuk, was believed to be deeply involved in the operation. As Tiseong digs deeper, it becomes increasingly obvious that the explosion wasn't an accident. Someone deliberately eliminated one of the country's biggest drug criminals. Back at Durumi Electronics, Bona is informed that an urgent client meeting cannot be postponed. The client is Hwang Min-ho. Although she wants to finish work early so she can spend time with Tiseong and Yul, duty comes first. Bona quietly leaves for her assignment while her colleagues monitor everything from headquarters. Only now does the audience discover what Durumi Electronics really is. The company is merely a front. Bona isn't attending a business meeting. She's carrying out an assassination. From a carefully chosen sniper position high above her target, Bona calmly assembles her rifle, waits patiently for the perfect opportunity, and fires a single flawless shot. The mission is completed instantly. Back at headquarters, Kim Bongpal repeats the exact same sentence spoken earlier by the mysterious figure after Mr. Bay's death. "Rest in peace, I can't tell you to be reborn." With that single line, the connection becomes obvious. Bona and her organization were responsible for Mr. Bay's assassination as well. After successfully completing her first assignment back on the job, Bona returns to normal family life without anyone suspecting a thing. She picks up Yel from school and heads home. When Taeseong finally arrives, he apologizes repeatedly for missing the previous night's celebration. Bona pretends to stay angry, although most of her frustration comes from the fact that he didn't even remember to bring her something to eat on his way home. Despite everything, their playful relationship shows they truly love one another. Another major revelation soon follows. The landlord who owns the building housing Taeseong's family restaurant is finally revealed. It's Bona. She secretly owns the property and has deliberately kept the rent low to help her husband's family financially without ever telling them. Later, Bona visits OK Sunya, who runs a flower shop. Their conversation strongly suggests that Sunya knows Bona's true profession and has known for quite some time. Sunya confidently tells her that Taeseong will never discover the truth about what she really does for a living. But almost immediately, that confidence begins to crumble. The following day, national news breaks that the legendary assassin Kingfisher has apparently returned after years of silence. As Bona processes the shocking report, she receives a mysterious envelope. Inside are several photographs. One picture shows her standing on the rooftop with her sniper rifle. Another shows her entire family. Someone has been secretly watching her. Someone knows that Bona is Kingfisher. And whoever sent those photographs now holds the power to destroy the peaceful life she has worked so hard to build. Episode 1 ends with Bona realizing that her greatest threat may no longer be the people she's ordered to kill, but the unknown person who has uncovered her biggest secret.